In this video, we'll solve some problems that involve the foot of the perpendicular from the origin. Here's the first one. The perpendicular from the origin meets a line at -2, 9. We need to find the equation of this line. Pause the video, try this on your own. Okay, let's do this together. Let's first visualize the scenario. We have x-axis, y-axis and origin, and we have a point -2, 9. We know that the perpendicular from the origin meets a line, let's call this the blue line, meets the blue line at -2, 9. So from the origin, if we draw a perpendicular, it meets the line at -2, 9. All right. And that's all we know. So how do we figure out the equation of this line? Think about it. For this equation, we need the point and the slope. Do we have a point? Yes, we do. Foot of the perpendicular is at the point of intersection of these two lines. It lies on this perpendicular and it also lies on this blue line. So that's the first thing. We know that -2, 9 passes through the line. So we have a point. How do we find the slope now? Well, for that, the slope of this perpendicular would be helpful because perpendicular lines have related slopes. If we know the slope of this yellow line, we can figure out the slope of this blue line. So let's figure out the slope of this perpendicular. This line passes through these 2 points, 0, 0 and -2, 9. So we have 2 points. We can figure out the slope of this line. Let's go ahead and figure out the equation of this line as well. So using 2-point form, the equation will be y minus y1 by x minus x1 equals to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So that's y minus 9 by x minus -2 equals to 0 minus 9 by 0 minus -2. So that's going to be y minus 9 by x plus 2 equals to minus 9 by 2. And this minus 9 by 2, if you notice carefully, that's the slope of this yellow line. But a little rearranging gives us 2y minus 18 equals to minus 9x minus 18. Minus 18 cancels out. Y equals to minus 9 by 2x. That's the slope that we figured out, minus 9 by 2. So this line is y equals to minus 9 by 2x. All right. And the slope of this line is minus 9 by 2. Now let's use this to figure out the slope of this blue line. Now what's the relation between slope of perpendicular lines? Their product is equal to -1. If two lines are perpendicular and the slopes are m1 and m2, then we can say that m1 times m2 equals to -1. So if one of them is minus 9 by 2, the other one is going to be minus minus cancelled. That's 2 by 9. So now we have the slope of the blue line. We have the slope, we have the point. We can use the slope point form to get the equation. So we can wrap this up. The slope point form is y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. Plugging in x1, y1 as -2, 9 and slope as 2 by 9. This is what we get. Y minus 9 equals to 2 by 9 times x minus -2. So this becomes 9 times y minus 9 equals to 2 times x plus 2. So this becomes 9y minus 81 equals to 2x plus 4, or 9y equals to 2x. 81 goes here, becomes 85. So 9y equals to 2x plus 85. This is the equation of this required line. Let's solve one more. The perpendicular from the origin meets a line at -1, 2. Find the equation of the line. It's very similar to the previous one. Pause the video, try this on your own. Okay, let's solve this together. We have the origin, we have the point -1, 2. This is the perpendicular, this is the foot of the perpendicular, and this is the line that we need, the blue line. So -1, 2 passes through the line, so we have a point. For the slope, we can use the slope of the perpendicular, and we can figure that out using 2-point form. So this line passes through 0, 0, which is the origin, and -1, 2, which is the foot of the perpendicular. If you write the equation in 2-point form, this is what we have. Y minus y1 by x minus x1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This gives us the equation, but we can also stop at just the slope because that's what we care for. Let's write these points. We have y minus 2 by x minus -1 equals to 0 minus 2 by 0 minus -1. This right hand side is the slope. That's -2. That's -2 by 1. That's -2. So the slope of this line is minus 2. And the equation is y minus 2 equals to minus 2x minus 2. This gets cancelled. Y equals to minus 2x. Now we need to find the slope of this blue line. These two are related. Their product is minus 1. So m1 times m2 is minus 1. One of them is minus 2. The other one is going to be minus minus cancelled. That's going to be half. So now we know the point. We know the slope. We can use slope point form to get the equation. That's going to be y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. M equals to half. And the point is minus 1 comma 2. So we can plug these values. This is what we get. Y minus 2 equals to half times x minus minus 1. So this becomes 2 times y minus 2 equals to x plus 1, or 2y minus 4 equals to x plus 1. So this becomes 2y equals to x. 1 plus 4 is 5. So 2y equals to x plus 5. This is the equation of this required line.